sorry. I'm sorry. I got so confused.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Before we begin our service, can I ask that you give a round of applause to not just Chef Warnar and Susan Bertocchi, but all the amazing people who have helped out tonight.
Yes. They've been working since 3 o'clock, I heard.
They have. It's quite wonderful. And in further homage to them, when you are done with your food, would you be kind enough to be sure to clear it and put it in the garbage cans? You don't have to be done with it right now. You can eat and sing, just don't choke, please. But we're going to get started in the interest of time and people needing to go schluffy who are under the age of, well, actually, I need to go schluffy, so I'm not going to put an age on it.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
beautiful. Prayer books are in the bin here.
Prayer books are in the bin, right where Michael's standing right now. There he is. So feel free to get a prayer book, unless Michael gets to you first.
I ate like 40 of them. We're good eaters.
Oh.
That's funny.
All right, Meredith. You're going to help us sing tonight?
You did such a good job helping.
I
You're
know.
welcome. I was really proud. I mean, you should be so proud. I don't know if you saw him, but with a challah.
I loved, he held that challah so high. I didn't even know you could get that high. Ted's coming right back, Sheldon. Oh, there he is.
I like the glasses, Ted.
Oh, where did my glasses go? Oh, maybe I put them in.
They're on your face. They're not on your face.
They're on your face. Hey, will you do a little tonight is
Yeah.
Tish
Yeah.
Tush?
Tush? So this particular Shabbat is also a holiday called Tu B'Av. Who's ever heard of Tu B'Av? Oh,
Just
our
today.
educators heard of Tu B'Av, and Nancy has, and Devorah has, and some of you other have you. Okay, so who can tell me what Tu B'Av is? What is it, Meredith?
Day of love.
What is it?
Day of love.
A day of love. Yes, good job.
Wow, she's a genius.
She's a genius. That's right. It's like, sort of a Jewish Valentine's Day, I guess, without the saint and everything.
Yeah.
But it's a day where people make love connections. And so we're going to start with something, right?
Yes, we are going to start with a love song from the desert at this time of year. And as evening approaches, Erev Shel Shoshanim. At this night, my love and I, well, you can just imagine. And
It's a G-rated show.
it's lovely, yeah. So we're going to start that. That's our opening song in A minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Erev Shel Shoshanim Netzena El Habustan Mor Besamim Ulevona Leraglech Miftan Laila Yored Leat Meruach Shoshan Noshvat Hava Nachash Tashir Balat Zemma Shel Ahava Shacha Yomayona Roshech Mahalet Lalim Michel Haboker Shoshana Ektevenu Li Laila Yored Leat Veru צמר של אהבה. ערב של שושנים, נצא נא אל הבוסתן, אור ושמים ולבונה, לבד נפתח.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much. We're going to begin services on page 13. 1-3.
Whoopsie, come back, Shell, come back.
So let's just take a moment to feel the sun on our skin and to smell the freshness of the air and to listen to the water as it comes in. All of these many miracles right here in front of us. Let's open our eyes to them as we rise and begin the earnest moment where we pray. Page 13. I invite you to stand.
La 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 la.
Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 ya. La 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 ya. Ya la 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 la. Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach. HaMevorach. Now you bow. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed. Le'olam va'ed. So some people close their eyes or put their hands over their eyes or make a shin and put it over their eyes. Whichever way you do it, the Shema demands that we pay attention. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Please be seated, and as we sing the Ve'ahavta, pay special close attention, like you might need that information later. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavecha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meodecha ve'hayu hadevarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha v'betecha uvlechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein enecha וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיהם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני Adonai Elohechem. All right, Jackson, you promised
Lucas.
me you're going to dance, right? This is where we dance, buddy.
All right, and everybody who wants to dance, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. Yeah! And Miriam was a weaver of unique variety. The tapestry she wove was one which sang our history. With every strand and every thread she crafted her delight. A woman touched with spirit, she dances for the light. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one who we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. When Miriam stood upon the shores and gazed across the sea, the wonder of this miracle she soon came to believe. Whoever thought the sea would part with an outstretched hand, and we would pass to freedom and march to the promised land. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one who we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. And Miriam the prophet took her timbrel in her hand, and all the women followed her just as she had planned. And Miriam raised her voice in song, she sang with praise and might. We've just lived through a miracle, we're gonna dance tonight. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Woo! Sing a song to the one who we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long.
We go right into the Song of the Sea and keep dancing.
All right. The Song of the Sea starts with la la. La la la
La la la la la la la la. Yeah, la. Get ready, best part.
la 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 la.
Woo! La 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 la. La 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 la. Yeah, la 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 la.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hava Elim Adonai, mi kamocha nehedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilot osef eleh, Nora tehilot osef eleh.
Malchutecha ra'u banecha bokei ayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam. Ze'eli anu
Ameru Ze'eli
ve'ameru
ve'ameru. Get ready. Woo! Adonai Imloch Le'olam Va'ed.
Here we go again now. La 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 la.
Get ready, let's make it big.
La 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 la.
Woo!
La 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 la
La la la la la la la. Well, we are ready for the brisket and tomato watermelon salad of the service on page 18. I invite you to rise physically or spiritually as we begin this conversation we have with God.
It's okay.
Adonai, Sefatai tiftach, Ufia gita ilatecha. Eternal God, open my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Velohei avotinu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Velohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, Velohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibur v'hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, V'koneh ha'akol, V'zocher Hasdei Avot V'imahot, U'mevii Geula Livnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch Ata Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ve'ezrat Sarah. We'll take a moment for our own private meditations. Please be seated when you're done.
Shalom
Rav al Yisrael Amha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon lehol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amha Tasim Leolam. V'tov be'eneha levarech el Amha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. All right, I have a question for all of you. How many of you have ever read Torah? Raise your hand. Raise it, raise it. Okay. All right, nice. I think we've got almost maybe 50%, almost 40%. How many of you have always sort of wanted to, but it either terrifies you or you're just too busy or you hate the cantor or... How many of you have thought, well, I kind of would like to read Torah at some point, maybe? Okay, good. So you're going to do that tonight. So if you feel brave, I want you to come up here. Even if you've read Torah before and you think, I'll never do that again, just come up here. I think you can do it. I know usually it takes 6 months of preparation, but I just have faith in you. So don't be shy. I want to show you something.
Don't be shy. Get rid of those glassy eyes looking like your lids have inverted. It's okay. She won't hurt you.
Oh, I will. No, I won't. We're going to start with a Shema. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo.
2, 1, 2, 3. Isa goy el goy erev, lo ילמדו עוד מלחמה. לא יישא גוי אל גוי חרב, לא ילמדו עוד מלחמה. לא יישא גוי אל גוי חרב, לא ילמדו עוד מלחמה. לא יישא גוי אל גוי חרב, לא ילמדו עוד מלחמה. לא יישא גוי אל גוי חרב, ילמדו עוד מלחמה.
לא יישא גוי אל גוי חרב, לא
ילמדו עוד מלחמה.
All right, so I've noticed some of you are a little bit chicken. I would balk, but I won't. I won't balk. No, not me, not me. Okay, so this Torah portion has a lot of recapitulation in it. It has the golden calf. It has the 10 Commandments, that's right, in here. And it has something that even you who are a little bit trepidatious,
Dishes?
worried, okay, worried, can do. All right, you ready? I'm going to give you a hint. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. What do you think comes next?
What? The Ve'ahavta?
Ve'ahavta.
No.
Hey, guess what? You're chanting Torah. Adonai Elohecha, bechol levavecha, ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו דברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בעם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
Wow.
Did you know that you knew Torah?
I chanted Torah.
I hope
tonight.
you feel empowered. And if some of you want to maybe tell me privately that they'd like to learn maybe another portion besides one they know, you know where to find me. Now, we forgot to do the bracha.
We did.
We did, but you know what? I don't think it matters.
I don't either.
Because we soaked up Torah so beautifully
Right.
that why don't we do this? We'll do the bracha and then I'll translate.
Oh.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Amvarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam. Asher bachar banu mikol hamim v'na'atan lanu et Torato. Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
So, hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai alone. And you will love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with every single piece of you. And these words, which I command to you today, will be in your heart. And you shall teach them to your children and speak of them when you dwell in your house and when you walk on your way. And you shall make them to be a sign upon your hand, and who knows what a frontlet is, but a emblem between your eyes. And you shall write and mezuzah, place it on your home, in your home, and on your gates. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu torat emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai. Will you help me?
Noten HaTorah.
We're going to cover the Torah. All right, Lucas and Ellie are going to help me by covering the Torah scroll. Well, that's such a good question. Why do we cover the Torah
is a good
scroll?
question.
We cover the Torah scroll as a way of being respectful of it, that it doesn't, we don't, we act in a certain way that's holy when we read it, and that, if we don't pay attention to it and we don't take care of it and honor that it's with us, well, we might do something that's not so savory in front of it, right? So this is a way of saying, honor you, and we put you away with kavod and respect. Thank you guys very, very much. I know it's hard to do. Our thoughts are turning to those who are in need of healing. Thank you so much, you guys. That was excellent. Those who are in need of refuah shlema.
Thank you.
I have this brief little prayer for us all. Dear God, be with my family and friends. Bring peace to their troubled spirits. Enable them to know that their love gives us strength. Help us to express our gratitude and appreciation to them for all they have done and are continuing to do. Let them feel free to bring us their own joys and sorrows, that we may continue to participate in their lives even as they share ours. And so we think of the following names: Aviva Aliza, Jody Ashenhertz, John Archer, Joan Bransfield, David Burchett, Fega Sora Barchaya, Glenn David, Sarah Hannah Bat Elisheva, Stephen Engelman, Eslin Garb, George Guth, Sandra Gios, Phyllis Goldblatt, Don Grandolfo, Ariana Jimenez, Leah Jones, Carl Colbin, Jeffrey Krause, Miriam Lyon, Gerald Marks, Eileen McNichols, Jimmy Miller, Sharon Montesi-Garskoff, Irene Noperstack, Lois Pavilon, Gary Priest, Rich Reisman, Alan Sager, Casey Ciengo, Kristen Rouse Skinner, Tali Stein, Cameron Michael Taft, Avraham Ben Sivia, Edith Vosevsky, Yosef Raphael, Ben Yehudit. And we're going to make a beautiful noise. Please call out a name you'd like for us to think of as we're singing.
Kath Mormon.
And we join together.
Shebera Avotenu Lekor Habrava Lehimodenu May the source of strength bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. 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 V'shevera imodenu mekor habracha le'adonenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema. The renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. I invite you to rise on page 24 for the Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו כהמונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא,
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. Our thoughts now turn to those whom we have loved and lost. You may be seated. At this season in years past, those whom we have taken into our hearts as our own. We remember Helen Ansbach, Jonathan E. Asher, Myron Lee Bender, Ike Bloomberg, Marie Cornelius, Laura Trube Alligator, Arthur Getz, Isidore Goldberg, Abraham A. Gutman, Arthur Hewitt, Alan Cantor, Luella Crete, Lucille Levinson, Ralph Louis, Joanne Miller, William Recht, Herbert L. Rest, Jean Rosenthal, Leopold Rothschild, Belle Silver, Morton Leon Simon, Selma Sleeve, Jerome Weil, Irving Zackler, Ruth E. Zuckerman, and in recent days, Diane Lucor. Is there anyone who has a yahrzeit that whose name was not listed on our Kaddish list? All right, I'd like those who are observing yahrzeit to please rise first so that we might acknowledge your loss. And then those whom rise as custom, please do so now as we continue on page 25. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah.
Amen.
Be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayachon uvyomachon ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם ועמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויפאר וירומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו, לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה, ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרמיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. May the source of peace send peace to all of you who are bereaved among us, and we all say amen.
You may be seated. And I'd like to interject here that when we first suggested to Jack, our magician technician, that we were going to be outside, we all were saying at once, oh, what about this, and what about that, and what about this plug, and what about the piano, and what about this? Jack said, I can do that.
I know, he's wonderful.
He wasn't even ruffled. Give him a hand. It's fabulous.
And while we're so grateful, I'd like to also thank Liz Cohen, Ted Hewson, Seth Fitter, Ruth Seidner. We had a shout out to Bertaki and Warnar, but there they are again, and the whole staff, and to all the little people and not so little people. I look out and I see Eli and Ozzy, and I see Mia, and I see Rain, post B'nai Mitzvah, and I see the littler people who came, and it just brings me such joy to know that you're here.
Thanks for knowing
and
all
Lucas,
the words to Ve'ahavta.
Yeah, and
you
all
warm my
of
heart,
you.
baby. You warm my heart.
That's for sure. You make Shabbat happen. So we're going to close with something fabulous.
We're going to close with our Ose Shalom that I stole from a group called Oneg Shemesh. And I'm not ashamed. Here we go. Oh, Shalom.
Oh, Shalom. Oh, Shalom. Shalom Aleinu. Ose Shalom Birama. Huya Ase Shalom Aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'yimeru. Amen, amen. Ose shalom, b'rama, shalom aleinu. Ose shalom, b'rama, shalom aleinu.
Pray for peace. Ose shalom birama. Huya ase shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru. Amen, amen, amen.
Oh, shalom. Oh,
Shalom.
oh,
Shalom.
shalom. Oh, shalom. Shabbat shalom,
Shabbat
everyone.
shalom.
Please be good enough to clear your place settings, all your cups and all the good stuff. And thank you for being here. Shabbat shalom.
Thank you, Shelley, Cantor Shelley, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to meet you. If you are so inclined and you have the strength to do so, do you mind moving your chairs just down into the courtyard? It would make our maintenance staff's job oh so much easier, which is the whole idea.